Cross-country skiing is an Olympic sport where competitors propel themselves forward on snow. But have you ever noticed how skiers tend to lower their bodies on every forward push? There are several factors in play here, but for the purposes of this video, we are going to be focusing on drag force. This is the equation for drag force. We're going to be breaking it down in this video. The frontal area of the object is extremely important. To see why it is, imagine a skydiver using a parachute. The larger the parachute, the slower he will go. The usual frontal force is around 0.6 meters squared. The density of the medium is also important. The more dense the medium, the harder it is for the object to pass through. Imagine two equal objects, one dropped into water and one dropped into honey. The object dropped into honey will fall more slowly than the one dropped into water. This is because water is less dense than honey. The density of air is around 1.2 kilograms per meters cubed. Finally, we have the velocity of the skier. The faster the skier goes, the more force he will have to exert to travel at that speed. If two things of equal mass and shape are moving, one with greater velocity than the other, they will have to displace more air in equal time. The drag coefficient of an object varies on several factors including airflow and body shape. For our purposes, the drag coefficient of our skier is 1.1. Reducing the drag coefficient is very important for skiers, which is why there is a multi-million-dollar industry focused on creating aerodynamic equipment. Now, let's examine what happens when we decrease the frontal area of the skier and decrease their drag coefficient with the use of such equipment. So the drag force comes out as this number. But let's see what it is if they stand straight up. This is what happens when you do not decrease your frontal surface area. You have a much larger drag force. Not only that, other variables including the position of the hand of the person also affect how much force they can exert. Because of this combination of technique and equipment, they are able to excel in their sport.